The biggest lie we tell ourselves is, I can't change. In the next few minutes, I will prove not only that you can change, but that this change can be the turning point you've been hoping for. Your failure is not the fault of the economy, your upbringing, or your boss. The uncomfortable truth? It is a direct result of your thoughts. Controversial? Maybe. But in the next few minutes, I will prove how this realization can be the key to unlocking a life you never imagined possible. In less than 10 minutes, you will have the power to reprogram your mind for success. Ready for a transformation that will change the course of your life? Have you ever stopped to think that the life you have today is not defined just by your dreams, but mainly by what you tolerate? It's as if we are in a drifting boat, passively accepting where the current takes us. This silent tolerance shapes our reality more than we'd like to admit. Think of something you tolerate in your life, but secretly hate. It could be a frustrating job, a toxic relationship, or even a harmful habit. Now imagine what your life would be like if you simply stopped tolerating it. The sense of freedom and relief you're imagining? That's the first glimpse of your true potential manifesting. Change begins when we decide to draw a line in the sand and say, no more. This is the first step to becoming truly productive and fulfilled. Remember, every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying no to an opportunity that could transform your life. From today on, challenge yourself to raise your standards. Your full life is waiting on the other side of this decision. Are you training your brain for success or to conform? Your brain is like a tireless sculptor, constantly shaping your reality. But here's the trick. It sculpts based on what you accept, on what you tolerate. It's as if your brain is an artist following your instructions, even if you don't realize you're giving them. When we accept less than we deserve, our brain normalizes that situation. It's as if we're programming our mind for failure. Think of all the times you settle for something below your potential. Your brain interpreted this as this is our level, this is our standard. But what if we could reprogram it for success? The good news is that we can. By raising our standards, by ceasing to tolerate the mediocre, we give our brain a new mission to strive for excellence. And believe me, it will work tirelessly to achieve it. Start today feeding your brain with high expectations. Visualize success. Imagine yourself achieving your goals. Your brain will start working behind the scenes, creating new connections and finding ways to make that vision a reality. Now let's talk about something many consider negative, but that can actually be your greatest ally in the quest for a full life: negative emotions. These emotions are like an internal navigation system, guiding us to what really matters. Anger, for example, is not your enemy. It's like an internal alarm, signaling that something needs to change. When you feel frustrated with a situation, it's your emotional mind screaming for change. Have you noticed how successful people often talk about moments of frustration that propelled them forward? That emotional energy was the fuel for their transformation. The real danger lies in the absence of these emotions. When we become apathetic, when we stop feeling, that's when we become truly stagnant. Emotion is the fuel of transformation. Use it to your advantage. Next time you feel anger or frustration, instead of suppressing them, ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to tell me? What change is it pushing me to make? Turn that emotional energy into constructive action and watch how your life begins to align with your true desires and values. Think of who you admire. What would happen if you adopted their standards? Imagine your brain as a GPS. When you raise your standards, it's like entering a new destination into that GPS suddenly. It starts calculating new routes, seeking paths it never considered before. It's a complete mental reprogramming that opens up a world of possibilities. This is the essence of personal and professional development. It's not just about learning new skills. It's about literally reprogramming your mind to seek new heights of excellence. Think of someone you admire. That person probably has high standards in important areas of life. What would happen if you adopted similar standards? When you decide you deserve more, that you will no longer tolerate the mediocre, your brain becomes your greatest ally in this journey of transformation. Start by setting higher standards in one area of your life. It could be your health, your work, or your relationships. Notice how this change in one area begins to positively influence other parts of your life. It's the domino effect of personal growth in action. But remember, thought without action is like a powerful car without fuel. True transformation begins when you act. It is in action that your new thinking patterns materialize and come to life. Think of an area in your life where you have tolerated less than you deserve. Now, imagine yourself taking decisive action to change that. Do you feel the butterflies in your stomach? That discomfort is the sign that you're on the right track. It's your brain adjusting to a new level of demand. Embrace that feeling, for it is the harbinger of real change. Your brain needs a clear direction, and your actions are the map it follows. Every small action aligned with your new standards is a step towards the life you truly desire and deserve. Start today. Choose one action, no matter how small, that represents your new elevated standards. It might be making that call you've been putting off, starting that project that scares you, or having that difficult but necessary conversation. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Take that step today and watch your world begin to transform. The decisive turning point in your life is not in external events, but in the change of your thinking. By raising your standards, embracing your emotions, and acting decisively, you give your brain a new direction. The life you will have tomorrow is defined by what you decide not to tolerate today. You have the power to rewrite your story, to achieve the success and peace of mind you've always desired. If this video touched you, don't keep this reflection to yourself. Share in the comments one thing you will stop tolerating from today. Leave your like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content that will awaken your true potential. Until next time.